Hi, I'm Randy Alvarez. Welcome to this week's Randy Alvarez Marketing Report video blog. Video on the web. Video on the web is sizzling hot right now. More and more doctors, health practitioners are using video to help let the public know who they are, build their personal brand, their business brand, expand the perception of what they do in the eyes and ears of the audience. You know, when video came along, it was the one way, unlike radio or print, when video on the web came along, it was the one way where you could actually give a presentation. You could show things. You could demonstrate things on the web. So this is part one of a 10-part series on what you need to know and what you need to do before you put that first video on the web. Everything you do can either add or take away from the sale, some people will say. So let's go over the basics, nuts and bolts. And remember this, Google owns YouTube, and Google, supposedly, the word on the street, the rumor is that they are prioritizing video. And so nowadays, with everyone searching, not everyone, most people searching, they don't go to the phone book as much anymore, right? It starts with search, searching you out, which is another discussion of how to maximize these YouTube videos for search engine optimization. Let's talk, though, more about your presentation. Number one, smiling and talking. I was with the doctor just the other day, last week, right? And I looked at the doctor's video, and he said, "What do you think?" And the doctor was going, "Well, he was talking about spine surgery. And one of the things with spines and, blah, 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 and this and that." And if you took away the audio, you would just hear a very professional, boring talk about the spine, about facet joints, right? So this poor guy is trying to differentiate himself as a spine surgeon, and he ends up sounding like every spine surgeon by acting too professional. I'm saying this, be yourself. So smiling and talking, be yourself. The other thing is your pace and your tone. When you are on a video, it shouldn't be just one speed. I'm in the video business. I have produced well over 1,200 professional medical and dental documentaries, and I personally directed those and helped doctors deliver their message. Certain people are somewhat monotone. In fact, when we look at our audio files on Final Cut Pro, you can see the audio for certain people is just straight across. There's no punch. There's no softness. So that's tip number two. Tip number one, smile and talk. Tip number two, be focused on your pacing and your voice tonality. Have some highs and lows. Don't be too professional. Don't be too, look, people don't act like that. I told this spine surgeon because I got to know him a little bit. He's laughing and he's leaning when he talks to me. And I said, see, that's you. When I'm media coaching somebody, I'm trying to give them authenticity, to bring out who they are, right? That's the key. There's nothing worse than a doctor coming on my show trying to pretend like somebody they're not. It's bad acting, and that's a turnoff. So have your voice up, talk slow, talk high. I was watching American Idol, and one of the main coaches on American Idol, Jimmy something, and he's a record producer, and one of his critiques of one of the singers was, he told this singer, and the singer was over-dramatizing the notes, like he was in a play on Broadway, being over dramatic. And Jimmy said, look, nobody sings like that. Nobody sings like that. Nobody sings in the shower like that. You have to be authentic. Well, the same thing when I tell the doctors, lighten up a little bit. Don't sit on your coattails. If you wear glasses, wear glasses. But be enthusiastic, use highs and lows, and play your video without sound. And take a look at your facial expressions. Do you look happy? Do you look excited? Are you enthusiastic? They say that you should have congruence. Your words should be saying yes, your body language should be saying yes, and your voice tone should be saying yes. You don't have to be over the top enthusiastic, but you can be passionate. Enthusiasm is contagious. And the opposite of that is hesitation. That's also contagious. So make sure you don't do that. And number three, no call to action in your video. At the end of the video, somewhere, invite them to come in, or to sign up for your newsletter, or to follow you on Twitter, or follow you on Facebook, or like your business page on Facebook. Do some sort of call to action. This is one of 10 of my media coaching series. Take these 3 things, run with it, and get excited and show some enthusiasm. It is contagious. And for those of you that are considering video on the web, a video production for TV, hire an expert. Look for somebody and ask them, how many other video productions have you done? You know, in the movies, the highest paid person, even more than the actors, most of the time, is the director. In my mind, that's the most important part. I am the director in my productions. And I tell you how to say your lines. Your lines are your lines. Once I find out how your lines are, I help you with that message. So get excited. In fact, it doesn't even matter if you make sense or not. Can you believe that? Tony Robbins said that. He said, look, sometimes you're watching TV or you meet somebody, you don't even know what the heck they're talking about. But one thing's for sure, you say, I think they at least believe what they're talking about. They are passionate. They're part of this good cause. And if you're not so enthusiastic, if you're a bit of, or if you perceive yourself as a dud, change your limiting beliefs. Reverse it. Collect some positive stories of people that used to be shy and aren't shy. Do some visualization, picturing yourself being happy. Practice, 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 looking happy and positive on your show. Because again, or on your video on the web. Because sometimes they're going to watch your video and they're going to like you and they don't even know why they're liking you. They just know, I like this positive person. That's this week's report. We'll see you next week.